Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48.
That's how we do, D.
The numbers on the ground for Gibson a week ago. 20 carries, 115 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the...
In trouble, and he's taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and 12. From the gun, Alexander looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Briggs. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Alexander. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught off a deflection. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Let's go.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 23 carries, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now. Number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that, too.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Throwing on 1st down. Alexander. Throw left side complete. That's Briggs. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go play action here on 1st down.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's brought down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Bucs ready to take over once again.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
Austin's offense ready to go again.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back to throw here. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
That's on big Mekhi Becton, 1st-round pick in 2020.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, got the safe completion on 3rd. And this returnable for Harris. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Back now comes Tampa Bay. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week. Plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Let's go.
First down, Buccaneers.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Alexander. He finds his man. Complete. It's Briggs. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw on 2nd down. Alexander. A quick pass here to Godwin. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Alexander. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
There's Evans again, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Gibson. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Gibson again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw. Alexander, and this is going to be incomplete. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the false start will back them up 5. And that'll set them back 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he coughed it up.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. And that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Alexander. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Second and 11. They run the toss now with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. On the draw, it's Gibson.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harrington. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Harrington. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw here. And Graham on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos are able to move back in front. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? 2nd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Briggs. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st down, Alexander. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Carter. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, Alexander. Over the middle, complete. It's Briggs. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw. Alexander in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. Tua Tagovailoa, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Cam Akers, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium. See what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Ronald Jones, a touchdown run in the victory. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, on the other side, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go. Let's go.
And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Harrington. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Harrington. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Alexander. He's got it to Gibson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Alexander. He finds his man, complete. It's Briggs. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Alexander. He finds his man, complete. That's Briggs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Alexander. Throw left side, complete. That's Briggs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And they'll run again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage.
He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball a third time, but then it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Alexander looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just about on his own goal line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Anything to make of this, or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week, and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
A give. This is Kamara. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2nd and 1. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Armadillos take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down, Alexander. And incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble. But when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence. If they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Again, it's Kamara. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A busy night continues for Kamara, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrington. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Armadillos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Harris to return it.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Harris to return it.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Alexander. It's brought in by Harris. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
throwing on first down. Alexander. Forced out to his left. And it's a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They'll set up a throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll run it with Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Armadillos use the short field to get in for 6.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Over the middle to Evans. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the defense. And the return will stop right around the 25. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. Running with Kamara. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Austin, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bucks, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.